What is up, everyone? It is Luke McGuire here. Sorry for the few minutes of delay here. Just getting a few little freebies set up for you and some stuff from Jai for you today. What is up? Let me know if you can see me okay. I know the weather and the lighting out here isn't the best today, but I am so excited for today's webinar. Give me a hello in the comments. Let's get excited. Remember, we're giving away some cash today as well. I'm just going to randomly at the end of today's webinar give away $200 cash live to might split it into two $100 prizes for you each. Aloha, August. Good to see you there in Hawaii. I'm actually there in February for a marketing event. If you want to come out and pop out, say hello. That'd be great. Yeah, it's a weird day here in Australia. Awesome, guys. Good to see you all today. So, my name is Luke McGuire. Put in a number 1 in the box if you know who I am, and number 2 in the box if you have heard of me but don't know me, never worked with me. Number 3 in the box if you have never heard of me in your life and this is the first time you're working with me. Cool. Ones, couple of twos, and couple of threes as well. Well, for those of you that do know me, hello again. It's so good to see you all. I love doing webinars, and I really do webinars for other people outside of my own list and my own customers. So this is going to be a lot of fun, this one. And for those of you that don't know who I am, a big hello and a welcome to you for the first time in meeting you here today. So in these webinars, whenever I do webinars, I don't like going on talking about myself forever, because at the end of the day, who really cares too much about me? All you guys need to know is that I am going to be able to teach you some really cool stuff in this field, which is why I agreed to do this webinar for everyone here today. So a quick rundown of who I am. My name is Luke McGuire. I live on the Gold Coast here in Australia. However, I travel probably about 7 months of the year. My story, not too motivational, but it's not a rags to riches story, right? Throughout my whole life growing up, I was pretty average or below average at everything. My parents sent me to a great school. They put every dollar they had into sending me to an amazing school, and I just did horrible there. My school told me you need to go to university. Went to university. All I learned how to do there was really talk to girls and drink a bit too much back then when I actually drank. Got a degree though somehow. Went out and applied for 80 jobs, and every single person said no. Everyone said no. And that really disheveled me, right? I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I even applied to be a Red Bull marketing man, to hopefully lead me into the marketing field somehow, just handing out Red Bull cans. They even said no. So I was very disheveled, very low. So I was like, well, if no one's going to employ me, what am I going to do? So I was working at Nando's, which is a chicken shop, and I was working in a car park parking cars. And I did what most of us here have probably done, Googled, how do I make money online? Write me in the box if that's you, if you've done that before, and that's kind of how you've ended up here, right? Probably a lot of you are in that boat where you've Googled, how do I make money online? Then you go through the vicious cycle of buying all these different products, getting excited about them, and then they don't work, right? They don't work. They don't make you the millions of dollars that they promise you to. And I did that as well. And I was getting so low in myself that I just couldn't stand it, right? But then I picked up one course. Back then it was called Bring the Fresh, which is now the team there have now gone into making it a program called OMG. If you guys have heard of OMG, may have, may not have. It's about SEO Google rankings, and this was about 7 years ago. And it was a lot easier to rank sites in Google. And I went down the affiliate marketing path. That's what I wanted to do. Since I had no experience myself, I wanted to sell someone else's product who did have experience, right? And make a commission for that traffic. So in that course, I learned that a big thing in marketing is you always want to sell something that people need, not that they just want, something that they need, right? And they were showing all these different examples, and they were saying things in healthcare, if someone's sick, they need a solution to not be sick. And then I came across this product on ClickBank, that was how to cure yeast infections. I didn't even know what a yeast infection was back then, right? But this professional had a product, an ebook on how to cure it naturally. I said, all right, well, I'm going to give it a go trying to rank a site for this. And, I ranked a site, maybe position 9 or something like that. It was low down the list. And after about 2 months of putting all my effort into figuring out how to make a website, how to rank it, all this stuff, I actually made my first sale online in an affiliate marketing product, right? And I was blown away. It was a big changing point in my life. And like, wow, if I can do this once, I can do it again and again and again. Surely I just need to figure out how. And that was a step in progress for me that really kept me hanging on. Who here has had no success so far? Put a number 3 in the box if you've had no success so far and it's doing your head in, but you believe in yourself and you know that you can do it, right? And you all can do it, right? I want to know, because I know a lot of people are in that boat. Put a number 2 in the box for me if you have had some success, but it's not been consistent. You might have made a sale here and there, or done something where you got one client or made one ecom product, something like that. And put in a number 1 in the box if you are absolutely killing it and you are really happy where you are. You're just trying to build up your business even further today with influencers. Cool. So main numbers here, 3 and 2. Okay, and we now just just so you guys get to know who I am. We got Doc Lau says, forget the numbers, are you going to cover material? Doc Lau, I will cover material, but I'm not going to respond to demands like that. I'm putting my free time into this for you guys, and I am going to give you the respect, and I expect you to give me the same respect. If you don't want to be on here, you can get off right now. I don't really care, right? Now, because at the end of the day, I am here to provide as much value as I can, and I'm going to do that in the way that I know gets my students results. So you can leave, mate. I don't really care if you leave. It doesn't make one difference to me if you leave. Anyway, in saying that, my whole goal in life and my passion now is getting my students results, and that's what I focus on. You know, I became the #1 vendor on JVZoo a couple of years ago. I had some of the biggest product launches in the world. I've had a launch called Instamate that came out. It was the biggest social media launch ever for Instagram, before Instagram was the hot thing to be on, right? I'm going to be talking a lot about Instagram on today's webinar. And that launch changed my life for me. And, you know, I made a lot of money, and I started making a lot of money really, really quickly. And it was almost overnight, but even though it was years of work. And, you know, I got to a point where I was thinking to myself, like, I don't need to work if I don't want to, but there was something really driving me too. And that was getting my students results. I'm such a giving person. I love seeing people change their lives through me helping them. And that is my main goal in my business. That's my main goal in today's webinar. And I want to take you through an Instagram marketing webinar today, where we're going to cover quite a few things. We're going to cover one, influencer marketing, obviously. And that's why I also asked, that's why I also decided to do this webinar, because I do a lot of influencer marketing, and I'm going to be giving you guys one of my actual next software launch for free here on today's webinar, which has to do with influencer marketing, which ties in perfectly with the InfluencerHub, which you have just picked up today. And so from there, I'm going to show you how to do that. But my goal today as well is to give you guys a very profitable business, right? That's my goal, is to take you today from just a software you purchased that is about influencer marketing, and you can get some shout outs here and there, right? Sounds good, but I am all about creating proper businesses, right? I want you to have a proper business, or the idea how to create that proper business, by the end of today's webinar. So we're going to start off with influencer marketing. Then we're going to see, and again, influencer marketing you can use for e-commerce, you can use for affiliate marketing, and you can use for local marketing. But those of you that don't have a huge budget to spend, I'm going to essentially take everything based around local marketing with that Instagram local marketing agency here today. So I'm going to show you guys how you can build that. I actually offer that as a service to local businesses, and I'm going to show you how it's as simple as getting 10 clients paying you $1,000 a month, which by the end of this webinar you'll see is very, very, very easy to do once you see how this works, and that's over 100 grand a year there. Or alternatively, 5 clients at 2 grand a month. And I'm going to show you on today's webinar exactly how to do that. I'm going to give you guys some free softwares here today. And I'm also going to give you $200 at the end of today's webinar. So if that sounds good to you, give me a number 7 in the box. I'm just going to keep on saying numbers whenever I want you guys to respond with me here today, just so I can piss off that Dockley out dude. And yeah, Kirby says, how come you always get that one hate every time some jerk started on you? Yeah, I know. Thank you, Kirby. There's always one idiot that just is so angry. I don't know why. Like, it's like no skin off my back if he's here or not. So again, and most of you that do know me know I'm a very caring, loving person, but at the same time, I'm not going to take shit from some idiot who's got his woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Yeah, Paul says drink the Kool-Aid, not the haterade. Awesome, that's very true. All right, thank you guys for your love. All right, let's get started in today's webinar. So who here has done any form of influencer marketing before? Is this the first time you are doing influencer marketing? Let me know, because again, your engagement here today is going to keep me excited, keep me motivated. We've got a lot of stuff to content that is going to be very applicable to you, and the replay will come out after today's webinar because I know I get a lot of people asking. But I want to talk a lot about influencer marketing specifically first here today, and then we're going to move on. Boom, lots of people's first time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this back over here so I can be in a better position. I just went around there for the lighting. I'll turn my webcam off so we can get started today. 1 second, I'm going to close that up. I'm going to turn off my webcam here, and we are good to go. So influencer marketing is essentially the new form of celebrity endorsement, right? I'm going to get a document here. So 1 second. Well, let me just see if this is being right. There we go. Is the new age celebrity endorsement. All right. Essentially, what influencer marketing is, it allows you to have people promote your product, your business, your service from their followers. So let me go ahead and show you an example of someone right now. Let's go and type in Tammy Embro. I want to show you how InfluencerHub works essentially in the back end. Tammy Embro. There we go. So this is a girl that lives around the corner from me. She charges over $50,000 a post. What a hell of a lot of money that is, right? And she is making millions and millions and millions of dollars from influencer marketing. And that's one of the best things, first of all, when it comes to working with influencers, is they want to work with you. They don't want to be going out there trying to figure out how, like, what brands want to work with them. These people want to hear from you. Now, obviously, this one being 50 grand, we're not all going to, probably none of us are going to want to pay that. But the whole concept, just so you can think of it, is that for 10 million followers, 50 grand, these aren't just followers. These people here are die-hard fans. These are people that are warm. They're a warm list. You know, everyone says the money's in the list. This is this person's list, just in a different way. They don't have their emails, although I suggest that she should be trying to get their emails some way, shape, or form, because again, if Instagram closes tonight, if they shut down, well, her business is gone. She doesn't have the emails. Instagram essentially owns her list, right? But right now, Instagram is not going to be going anywhere for any time soon. So essentially, this is her list. And remember how we always say the money's in the list, and then you look at the top marketers, they have trust with their audience. When you've bought when you've bought InfluencerHub from someone, you trust that person to some extent. I know a lot of you guys here have picked up InfluencerHub from me, and I was able to win. I won the competition in terms of the most sales for it, because I do this training a lot. My audience trusts me, which I love. Thank you all of you that are here, that have been on my list previously. And they're willing to listen and trust me and pick something up from me. Exactly the same with influencers on social media, right? Now, you'll always find on their profiles that they'll always have a link, usually in their bio, for some way, shape, or form to contact them. Obviously, Tammy's got a call to action here for her actual for her fitness app. She's using a Linktree app. Again, as we go along here, I wanted to show you some free tools. Linktree is a tool that allows you to click on it and take your one bio link and split it into multiple ones. So if I want to see her pre-registration for that, I can see that. I can see the fitness app and whatnot. So it's a way, it's a free site. I may as well just show you a bunch. I just want to give you guys as much value today as I can. Linktree. There's a free version which is branded, but you may as well use it if it's free. I'll put the link in the chat box, so you can take this and use it at a later date. The chat box is in the GoToWebinar thing on the side. So that's the way you can take your bio link and then split it out into multiple places, because this is the only clickable link on Instagram, in your bio. The only other way to get people from Instagram to your website is through an Instagram story up here, which we're going to talk about later today, with a swipe up link, or alternatively through Instagram ads, which we are also going to talk about today. Now, just in that, think about this. If you are going to be running a local agency for a local, so that's essentially going to a local business, a nightclub, a surgeon, a real estate agent, and you want to offer them influencer services for their business, and then we're going to talk about the other services you can offer them as well, because again, this is about making 100 grand a year very easily with an Instagram agency. And using a link tree here, that's something that most local businesses wouldn't even know existed, and that means you can use your one link to send them to multiple places, and you can change these, play with them around and whatnot, right? And again, I know there's a lot of questions coming in, but I'll get to them later on today. And Paul says, my brain says this is an amazing concept. And yes, this is such a killer concept that actually generates a lot of money. It's a proper business, guys. This is going to be a proper business you're going to leave out of today, right? Carla says she mostly gives good content, correct. Now, if we have a look at someone else like Kylie Jenner, one of the Kardashian family, I guess, well, no, I guess is, she charges now $1 million a post, I believe. I believe it's $1 million for a post from her. It's either $1 million or 100 grand. Let me just Google it just so I get my numbers right. I'm a big numbers guy. How much does Kylie Jenner charge for an Instagram? Here, it's already there. $1.2 million. Absolutely insane for one Instagram post. Now, she's got 148 million die-hard fans though, right? So that's when you need to take into consideration how much money do you think you can make from her promoting your business. Now, the other thing I want to always remind you guys of, when you are doing local marketing, there's two key things you're trying to do here. You're trying to influencer marketing goals, right? You want to, and this is the only one that people think of, you want to get the influencers traffic to your profile, offer, page, and whatnot, right? Secondly, you then have that content to repurpose wherever you want. Once they've done the update for you, they've posted a picture with your product, they've done a video recommending your business, whatever it might be, you then have that content that you can use in future on your social pages, on your videos, on your Facebook ads, your Instagram ads, wherever it is. And that is legitimacy. Everything we're going to be talking about today is building legitimacy for your brand, product, or service, or that local client's brand, business, and service, right? So if Kylie Jenner is standing outside my restaurant, or talking about my restaurant, or is attending my nightclub tonight, that legitimacy of that influencer rubs off onto that business. And people like to buy from people rather than brands, right? And that's what I always say, and we will talk about this a bit later on, but when you're starting your Instagram agency, when we get to this section, you want to have a personal brand, not a company brand. Now, this is for if your goal is to get from $0 to $5 million, a personal brand is so much easier to start. If there's so many less obstacles, it's way more legitimate for local businesses to work with you because you're the personal brand. You're the owner of the business. Your name's in the business name. It could be Luke McGuire Media, right? It's just a much easier way to get started. Now, I want to show you some results of influencer marketing and how powerful this really is when you can use it. I want to show you this company here called HighSmart. Who here's heard of HighSmart? Put a number 1 in the box. Number 2 if you haven't heard of HighSmart. Let me get this up here. Have a sip of water. All right, this is a teeth whitening company. 1.2 million followers. And if I go to Alibaba, I could type in teeth whitening, but these guys are so big now. If I type in HighSmart, it's going to come up literally with HighSmart. Like, look at this kit, right? Let's have a look at this really quickly here. So $4.50. Look at this kit. They've ripped off the logo. They've just changed the name on it, right? Now, if I go back over here, let's have a look at the actual website. So remember, I can buy this teeth whitening kit for $4.50 here. They're selling it for $80, right? And this is the exact same thing. $80 they're selling it for. High perceived value, low investment. Now, these guys were smart. 3 or 4 years ago, they paid Kylie Jenner $30,000 to do an Instagram post. And at that time, no one was doing influencer marketing, and still a lot of people aren't even doing it, right? Which is why there's still a huge gap in the market, which is why I got so excited about this product in today's webinar. Now, from that one product, they made over $1 million in sales, right? $1 million in sales from one post from her. These guys are essentially the gurus of influencer marketing. These guys are the initial ones that actually took advantage of this, and they went running with it. Now, they don't just use Kylie Jenner, right? They use all types of influencers, even just people that are just everyday people, right? But they're still influencing, even if they've only got 500 followers, they're doing a post with your product, they're still influencing a market, right? And you can see here, they're repurposing influencers' posts all over Instagram, all over there on Instagram. And they're taking this content and they're using it again on their Instagram ads, on print media, and they can use this content wherever it is. So remember, when working with influencers, don't just think of it as the one-time post and then it's done. You're actually investing in marketing content for your business, right? So let's have a look at an influencer here, for example, right? And you see this person's tagged this person here. Let's have a look. 29 million followers. That's pretty damn insane, right? And you can see this person is doing lots and lots of influencer work for different products. Now, one thing, this might roll out in America. I don't know. I don't think it has yet, but it might. In Australia, when you're on your mobile on Instagram, you can't actually see how many likes the pieces of content have anymore. Yeah, Australia's hidden the number of likes the piece of content has for people that are outside, for the people that aren't the owners of that account. So for me, I can see how many likes my pieces of content get, but I can't see how many likes anyone else's pieces of content get. And the reason for this, Instagram's wanting people to like content based on the content itself versus being sheep and liking it because other people have liked that piece of content, right? Also in schools, it's becoming a popularity contest, who has the most likes and whatnot, and bullying and all this stuff starts. So I think it's been a really positive move. So I really, really do like it. So you can see here, this lady is promoting so many different products, but she's got such a following that she can do this, right? So let's go have a look at this one here. This company, Boots UK, looks like they're doing a very similar thing. Lots of influencers. And now again, there's two different types in influencer accounts. There's accounts like this, which are actually people. And by the way, if you ever want to find more influencers, if you're not using InfluencerHub all the time, if you're just on the fly using your mobile, there's a drop-down arrow next to any account, and it's the same on the mobile, right? I'm just showing you on the desktop because it's just easy for me to do that. If I hit this drop-down arrow, it's going to suggest other influencers for me to follow that are similar to that, right? That are similar to that user. So if I go back here, let's have a look at this lady as well. See, same thing here. And if I go back here, let's find another influencer here. Now, obviously, this is just in one example. This is like kind of like beauty and fitness influencers that would be ideal for this. But again, anyone that has a smile can use this product, right? This person here, only 3 posts, 87,000 followers. And again, I can then just start to do some research and clicking on these different people, seeing other people that are related, and go out and start to follow and engage with them, right? So, and by the way, that's what I didn't say as well. Hi Smile, these are just 2 kids. They're like 24 here, living around the corner from me. These guys make $40 million a year. Now that's not profit, but they're turning over $40 million in profit. And remember that for a product that they buy for $4 on Alibaba and they sell for 80 bucks, that's a lot of teeth whitening kits going out. And just so you know, I'm not BSing you guys, because I always like to back everything up with proof. All right, let me just put this in here. How High Smile grew from $20,000 to a $40 million business in 3 years. Put a number 1 in the box if you think that's pretty damn cool, because I think that is absolutely insane. And I'm going to show you today how you can take advantage of this now in implementing this with local businesses. Yeah, lots and lots of awesomes coming in here. So even a fraction of that would be life-changing for most of us, right? Cool. So back over here. Now there's 2 different types of influencer accounts. There's accounts like individual people, and there's also just niche market accounts, because again, people get stuck in the idea that influencer marketing is only for fitness products or beauty products, where it's not. Any account that has a substantial following, I consider an influencer account. So if I even go on, I'll see what account I'm in here. See, look at this card, Dream Car Factory. This is one of my accounts, 60,000 followers almost. This isn't a person. This is literally just an account for a specific niche that has a lot of followers that like this. Now, in previous trainings I've used this account to show people how we can sell t-shirts with car slogans on it, how we can use it to sell affiliate marketing products, tire cleaners, how I can even use this to promote a local car service shop, mechanic, right? You can use this for so many different ways and brandings. And I think a good one is that RDB in Vic, or RDBLA, sorry. RDBLA. He's the founder of it here. Lots of top celebrities go ahead and use this company in LA. They're the go-to for a lot of people's cars. If you guys know Chase Hero, one of my good friends, he puts all his cars here, which are just ridiculous, right? But this is an influencer account as well. If I type in tennis, there's a guy that I follow. I play tennis, 2-minute tennis. Now this guy doesn't have a huge following, but he puts so much content out that his almost 3,000 followers here are going to be very influenced by what he does. He puts a lot of time in this. Now, that is one of the issues we come across when it comes to influencer marketing, right? One of the issues we get are fake followers. I hate to say the word, but a lot of people may have fake followers. I'm going to show you how you can get out of that today to make sure you don't work with fake followers. 2, wrong demographic, right? Wrong demographic. Look at this. I'll show you an example of one of my friends here, Zach. He's a fitness influencer. Almost 700 followers here. You can see that he has, actually, let me pull this up on my phone for you guys so you can see it better. Let me just change this over here. Now, as I'm doing this, what I was saying is his followers are pretty loyal, but he has people come to him, and he's really transparent and honest. He has people that come to him and ask him to promote a product for women, right? Because people would think, because he's a fitness dude, shredded guy, a lot of girls would follow him. Actually, it's over 90% of his audience are males, right? Males that are motivated and inspired. You should be able to see my mobile phone now. So over 70%, over 9% of his followers are male. So he's only got 10% followers. So if you've got a product or a service that depends on a gender that you need to market it to, there's been no point really paying for him to do it, because you'd be paying a high amount of number based on the follower count when the people following him are not even your market, right? Now, again, I'll show you the little drop down arrow here. If I hit that down there, boom, you can see all the other influencers like it. I can message him directly, so I can inbox the influencer directly, or I can email him. Now, this is one of the parts inside of InfluencerHub that there's the option there that will auto email each influencer for you that you add into a group. So we'll jump into that in a second and show you. But remember, email, if that's there, that's a really good sign that they do want to be contacted. Otherwise, they wouldn't have that there. Now, while I'm on here, you can see that he has included highlight reels here. These highlight reels are a way to essentially take Instagram stories. So if you guys haven't worked with Instagram stories before, I'll cover that shortly on today's webinar. But Instagram stories are like, it's Instagram's answer to Snapchat. Instagram tried to buy Snapchat a couple of years ago. They said no. So Instagram's like, screw you, I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna create the same thing, but make it better. So they've done that. And you can see here, these are all past Instagram stories that last 24 hours. And so if I hit on this one here, Ridewear, so he's promoting he's influencing this gym brand, right? And he's doing the same thing over and over for the different shirts of this business, right? This is a different way to get an influencer post to be permanent on his site. You see at the top, 13 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago. So even though they last 24 hours, you can then repurpose them on your actual highlight reel here. And I want to just quickly show you another example. Matt Gates. This is one of my friends who I've helped with his local business that we've done the same thing. You can see here his highlight reel. This is a service to offer local clients as well, because Instagram stories I think it's an 80% open rate. It's something ridiculous. And on Instagram stories, 15 to 25% of users actually take that call to action that you give there. So you can see here, these are the past stories of houses that he sold, homes that he has currently on offer, awards that he's won, legitimacy. And again, back to Instagram stories on the homepage here. Oh my God, offset there, wrapper. You can see at the top here, these are different people's stories that they are posting that last 24 hours and then they expire, right? So we'll touch base on that in just a minute, but let's go ahead and get this twerking chick off my screen. It's crazy. Sometimes with these live webinars, things just shock me, hey? So let's run through your new purchase really quickly, and then we're going to get into how do we then build this into a money-making machine. And click out of High Smile here. Let's clear some tabs up here. So again, the beauty of InfluencerHub, you can use this for Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter and whatnot, right? Now, let's go. We're on Instagram. I can see a bunch of influencers here. Well, let's open this up here and think about what influencer you're wanting to work with. I personally like to not put keywords, and I like just to look at specific niches here. So if I want to find people, say I'm working for let's just use that example we saw. It's a local gym wear company, right? That's a local business that sells products worldwide, and you want to work with them to expand their reach. Or you might have your own e-commerce product. So you can relate this to you, but I like relating this to local marketing because that's a proper business that you can make a lot of money straight away with next to no investment needed, because other people are paying you to offer services for them, right? Well, let's even have a look at restaurants, right? I could select the country if I wanted to, but again, remember, sometimes influencer marketing is to get that piece of content that you can repurpose later on. 20,000 followers or above, and has email. Remember, has email was that email section I showed you a minute ago. Let's see what they got here. So here are a lot of foodies that have all got their emails here ready to be shown. Now, I'm going to click on this one here. This person has a pretty decent engagement rate. Now, this engagement rate score is broken down from how many likes on the content they get versus comments versus how many followers. And pretty good, 82 comments. I'd probably work with this person, right? So I'm going to add this person to a group. I can create the group itself. So this is the research stage of gathering influencers to start to work with, right? So maybe I want to put that in the fitness group, or I want to start a new one called food group, right? Let's go ahead and add. And again, then we have the ability to contact them, right? And we can set up the auto message so it messages the influencer automatically every time we add them to a group. And you might be stuck on what template you want to use, right? Now, I think now's a good time to cover some of the things that can go wrong with influencer marketing, right? Let's go ahead and talk about something else. Fake followers, wrong demographic. Now, the next thing that can happen is, what if you pay for the shout out, influencer simply doesn't do it, right? It's a trust game. And I don't know about you, but I don't like playing trust games when it comes to my business. I've been screwed over too many times before, and I don't want you guys to be screwed over with this as well, right? So who has done influencer marketing and you've been screwed over? Hopefully not too many of you, but Patrick says not anymore. Wink face, correct. So what I want to show you and actually give you guys, and I'll give you the link to this towards the end of the webinar here, but I want to show you a platform I made that not only stops this problem here, right? So you can ensure that a post is going to be done for you, and that influencer only gets paid once they've done that post for you, right? Secondly, I wanted to create something where influencers can come to you and actually apply for your job, right? And 5, remove the middleman, right? A lot of influencers have management. Sounds crazy, but let me just show you. Again, everything I do, I want to show you that it actually there's actually there's the proof behind it. I'm all about proof. If there's no proof, if you're learning from a marketer and they're not showing you any proof, they're just telling you things, then I don't trust them, because it's most likely not true. So influencer management, Sydney, for example. Now, these are all companies that are just doing influencer management, right? So you work with these companies that have essentially like a modeling agency. They've gone out and they've signed up influencers to work with their agency right away. That agency then goes out and scouts jobs for that influencer. They manage the dealings with that influencer, right? They'll manage everything for you, but they'll bloody hell take a large sum of money, right? Now, this is one way you guys might be thinking, I'm going to start my own influencer agency where I'm going to work with local businesses and I'm going to take 30% of the cut, right? Well, essentially, that's not the best way to go. I'm going to show you why. Because remember, imagine if you just wanted to work with an influencer and they say, yeah, please go through my management. That management takes 30%, 40%, sometimes 50% of what that influencer gets. So essentially, that influencer is doing the post for half the amount of money of what they are actually getting paid. So what if you could remove that middleman, so there's no middleman agency inside? And this has been a bit of a dream of mine for some time, because it's taken a while to get this set up. So again, I'm going to give you guys this for free later on in today's webinar, but I'm going to show you it right now here. It's called InstaFamous. This has been a long time in the making, and I've owned the domain InstaFamous for a couple of years now. People have offered me 50 grand just for the domain name. InstaFamous is the coin term for people that are influencers. So I've created this marketplace where you can log in as an influencer or as a brand. Most of you guys here will be brands, right? you can then post your job, right? So let's just do it here. Let's go ahead and post a new job. I can select the brand that I am, or again, if I'm doing local marketing, or if I want to work with a local business, I can post their brand in there, right? So Summer Nightclub, I can say, hey, Sin City Nightclub here, which is a nightclub on the Gold Coast. Or even you might say, I don't know, Hakkasan Las Vegas, right? The job title might be like 10 influencers to do 3 posts in our nightclub next Thursday, right? Description, it's exactly the same thing. You just take it a bit further. We want 10 influencers to come in to Hakkasan over the next month. We're going to pay $500 a post, $100 a post, whatever it might be. And again, remember, if you're doing local marketing, it's the local business that's paying the money for this influencer post, right? Not you. So, and that's again why I love local marketing. And then you can put the job out into the world. Then influencers will then come and apply for that job. Once that job has been accepted, so I can see other jobs that people are posting here, right? I can go in here and accept them and see what niches they are. I can then search for influencers over here as well, kind of like in InfluencerHub, and search for them and then make that connection with them. Once the job has been accepted, it'll end up in my jobs here, and then it will be scheduled into this calendar. So as an influencer, I can see all my jobs coming up, when they need to be done, what the piece of content is, because again, in the InstaFamous here, you upload the content you want the influencer to post. But the big thing of this is the influencer only gets paid when once they've done the post. And on the flip side, you fund the project once you've agreed to the job. You fund the project so the influencer knows the money is there. It's a safe marketplace for influencers and brands to see jobs, post jobs, manage the job, and safely done so no money is getting lost anywhere. And we had to do this through something called PayPal Marketplace, which is we're the first company here in Australia to have integration with this, which is why it took a little while. We're going to change a few little things, like a few design things here and whatnot. But essentially, the plan is for you guys, a good strategy. When you've got the influencers here on InfluencerHub, or if you're contacting them manually, with your contacting, reach out to them, say you want to work with them, and when you follow up with them, say, okay, great, we would love to do this on InstaFamous. It's a place where we can fund the money, so you know the money's there, and that you get paid once you've done the post. You can manage it. It's all there in your calendar. It's a great way to do so, and there's no 40% management fees. There's only a 5% fee in there because we have PayPal transactions and stuff that we want to cover, and there's like a 1% profit for us. So it's not much real, right? I'm trying to build this to be a proper asset business. Now, again, I'm going to give this to you guys for free at the end of today's webinar. So who here would love that? Put me in the box, right? And again, be engaged today. Oh, just having some more water there, right? Me, awesome. Lots and lots of me's here today. All right, cool. So let's just jump back over here real quick. It might be this document here. Where are we? That wasn't the one I want. So yeah, some other things I just want to quickly cover when it comes to doing influencer marketing here. And someone asked this in the question. There's a few different ways influencers will do a post. They'll do a permanent post, which means the post stays there forever on their page. They might want to do a 24-hour post, which means they'll do the post. It'll be put in everyone of that follower. Sorry, a 24-hour post means an influencer will post it. They'll leave it up for 24 hours, and usually within that 24 hours is when you'll get the most traffic, because that post is being put into all their followers' feeds. But then they'll remove it after 24 hours because a lot of influencers don't want to have permanent posts there promoting thousands and thousands of things, right? But again, that's a cheaper option than a permanent post, and it works well. Finally, story posts and highlight posts, which we talked about before, right? So story posts, and we'll cover stories in just a minute here as well. So again, remember, with a local business, you can then just have them do a shout out for your actual company. So say it might even be an influencer in America that has 100,000 followers, right? Or 1 million followers. Say you're working for a local car dealer, say Porsche Gold Coast, which is where I live. You can just have that influencer do a video saying, hey guys, if you're in the Gold Coast, we'd love you to go in and check out Porsche Gold Coast, because these influencers have worldwide followers, right? So that's a killer way. Same for a nightclub, same for a plastic surgeon. Again, when we're talking about local markets, we want to be working with local clients that actually have money to pay you and that understand the importance of brand awareness. So people like surgeons, nightclubs, real estate agents, dentists, places that have lots and lots of content they can use, and that people either need that service or they just love it, right? So again, for a surgeon, and I see this happen. It sounds crazy, but I see this happen. I know a few surgeons that have done breast augmentations for influencers for free to get a shout out to their 1 million followers, right? Now, all that really takes for the surgeon is a small investment for the implants and whatnot, right? But then it's mainly their skill they're charging for usually. So that, and I've done this with like actual surgeons as well, with people with Botox, beauticians around the place. They pay big money for this type of service. And remember, we only need 10 clients paying $1,000 a month, or 5 clients paying $2,000 a month, and it's absolutely just a no. It just sells like crazy, right? So again, and this was an example of how we can tie it into a local business for our website. But I'm not going to cover that here on this one today. So let's move on from influencer marketing. So again, like I said before, it's all well and good to do influencer marketing, right? But you need a service. Traffic without an offer is nothing, and an offer without traffic is nothing, right? The 3 key ways to make money online: e-com, local marketing, affiliate marketing. That is essentially it. Yes, there are other ways you can make little bits and pieces of money here and there, right? But if you want a proper business that you're not crying every night going, wow, I made some money today, but where's the next bit of money going to come from? There's no consistency. It's really not that passive. You're slugging your butt off trying to make it work. These are the 3 you need to be excelling with. And with affiliate marketing, there are a lot of obstacles there in building trust and building a list, not burning the list, at the competition for people promoting certain things, and right. E-commerce, very similar as well. If you like, products can be hot today, not hot tomorrow, right? It's just things can go on there, but you can dominate in there as well. And I'm probably on a later webinar, we will cover e-com, but local marketing is just a no-brainer, because local businesses always need your marketing services. Local businesses always need customers, right? Local businesses always need customers. So who here so far feels like they understand influencer marketing enough to actually go out to a local business and get them and then say, like, well, not essentially go out to them, because you might not have the confidence to do that just yet, but who feels that they could use influencers now and just see how simple it is to strike a deal and have them simply post a photo for it, right? It's just a bit of management, right? So influencer marketing service. Now, this is where we're going to build here live right now our local marketing Instagram agency. We're going to focus on Instagram here because it's such a niche. There's so many social media marketers out there, right, that are bloody jacks of all trade. If you just focus on creating an influence agency first, it's insane what the results you can get. And I'm going to show you some examples of some of my students that have done this, and in 10 weeks have made that 6-figure a year income. Some of them actually made over 28 grand a month right now, all in 12 weeks of initial training and implementation, right? So influencer marketing as a service. What other services can you offer to a local business in the Instagram field? Let me know in the comments here. Remember, I'm giving away money at the end of today's webinar. Let me know. Boom, reputation management. Big one. And that can apply across all fields, right? So, reputation management. Let's talk about some other ones here, right? Research, I guess research is one, but let me give you guys a hand, right? Content management. Content management is a huge one. Actually doing their posts for them, ensuring content is going up all the time. People say to me, how often should I post on Instagram, right? And the answer, there's no real definitive answer. You can post as many times as you want, but I say post something when it's valuable, right? Post something when it's valuable. So content management would mean scheduling their posts, managing their sales versus value versus entertainment. So these are the three key ways to do content management. Not everything should be sales, right? We use Instagram or Facebook or any social media to build a relationship and indirectly sell. So we want to do some sales in terms of a giving value, like, hey, 30% off your next teeth clean. Come in today and show us this Instagram post to get 30% off. Or it might be a nightclub. One free drink and VIP guest list tonight by sharing this story or replying to us here, right? Whatever it might be, right? So there's that. There's value content, which might just be sharing. It might be sharing it like, so say you're a surgeon, and I've done this with surgeons. Who is that surgeon? Why should I go to them? What do I need to know before I go in to get my breast augmentation or get Botox in my lips, right? Or some real estate agent. What value of the property I'm sharing does it have to give? So just a value piece of content of, hey, we're here at, I don't know, 7 Rio Vista Boulevard, and I want to show you the top 3 things you need to know when buying a house, right? That is value content that gives the viewer value, that builds the relationship. Remember, it's 7 to 10 touches or 7 to 10 exposures to any business on average before someone makes a buying decision. So there's that value content there that it is essentially selling as well. You're building that relationship for that sale. And then finally, entertainment. I love doing entertainment posts, and you'll find a lot of the top Instagram pages have entertainment, which might just be something funny. So say if I wanted to go Google, I might have typed in something like real estate meme, all right? Right, so you can see this here, real estate meme. So you can see funny, ridiculous things here. It might even just be a funny video, right? Now that is a service. Now I'm all about automating things, right? I'm all about automating because the more you can automate, the more consistent service you can provide to a client, and the more time you have for yourself, the more money you have for yourself, the less stress you have on yourself, and the more freedom you have. So this is why I mentioned at the start of this webinar, I created a software called Instamate. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to show you guys it right now briefly. This is Instamate, and you can't even buy this right now, so don't even go looking for it. You can't buy it. We close the doors. I only ever offer this on people privately, right? And again, I'm not going to be just selling this to you right now or anything. I'm just going to show you how to automate this and show you how you can grab this if you did want to. So essentially, log in here. This is the world's first, and it's the biggest Instagram content finding, scheduling, and automating software ever made for Instagram. So if I just type in trending, I can see what's trending on Instagram. If I want to go Instagram Finder, I can search for a hashtag and find content under a hashtag or even a specific account, right? So if I've typed in hashtag tennis, it's going to go out, it's going to find all the tennis related pieces of content in the pages. So this is a really amazing research tool. So I can see any page related to tennis, Keep them going. Or I can see all the top hashtags, right? So I can see under tennis here, 10 million photos have the hashtag tennis. Tennis skirt, tennis ball, tennis TV, right? So let's just start with just having a look at the hashtag tennis. I can see tennis related content that people have posted, right? So look at this one here. This looks like a bit of a motivational meme. I can go ahead and I can instantly repost this to my Instagram account if I want to. But what I can do is I can go ahead and delete this, put my own text on it. I can post it to my Instagram story if I wanted to. I can say, hey, like this if you want 20% off your next tennis lesson, right? Or whatever it might be for that local business. Put in an emoji, right? The ability to add hashtags in the first comment, which is a way to make your top caption look prettier, so on and so forth, right? I can see what it would look like on my actual Instagram grid compared to my other photos, because remember, branding on an Instagram account is important. Again, I'm not going to talk about this too much in today's webinar because we've got, I want to just give you guys the blueprint to that business, right? So I can see how it looks. I can then schedule the content. Now, this is the big one. Or who here has picked up a product and then you've used it once or twice, but then you don't find the time to do it the next day, and then a few days later you try something, but then it doesn't get results, and then you haven't been consistent, then you're not getting results. Everything you do in life is about consistency. Being consistent gets results, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's working on your business, whether it's working on your relationship, whatever it is, consistency is what gets results. So that was one of the main reasons why I created this software. Actually, my girlfriend was waking up, my girlfriend at the time, she was waking up every day at 5 a.m. to post. I'll put my webcam on here for a second. Was waking up every day at 5 a.m. to post on Instagram at prime time for her. I was like, oh my God, I want to bloody sleep. How the hell can't you schedule this? And there was no way to do it, right? So I created this software that allows you to schedule it, which is pretty damn cool, right? So anyway, you can do that here. I can find the most popular hashtags and use them. I can find royalty-free images as well. I can also do a lot. I can manage my inbox here. So there's a lot of things you can do in this tool. But imagine being able to go to a local client and saying, let's just say the offer, right? I'm going to post and manage your content with daily sales value and entertainment posts, right? So that's 30 posts a month done for them, right? 2, I'm going to run an influencer marketing campaign driving, let me write that quicker, driving thousands of users to your site a month, right? Next, so we've done those 2. We've got reputation management. I'm going to ensure, I might write it this way, hold on. Ensure your page has a 5-star reputation, right? And this is a big one, right? Now, say for example, and this is a way you can find local clients as well. Again, I'm not going to go into too much on finding them and everything here. I might do a little bit, but say I wanted to work with a surgeon on the Gold Coast. I can see here, this is a big thing, right? These look right away. I'd probably go for the top one 5 stars than this 4.5 one here, or a 4-star, right? Purely because there's better ratings. But the thing that's silly, that I don't know why Google does this, they gray out how many people have actually reviewed. 1 person's reviewed this. 15 people have reviewed this one. 4 people have reviewed this one, yet the one with the 5 stars is at the top, right? No reviews. Why the hell would I go there, right? 1-star review. This guy is a client that will pay big money to change that. That is destroying his business, and he will easily pay 5-10 grand just to have that fixed, right? I can guarantee it. I do this all the time. It's one of the ways on how you prospect clients to find the ones that are in need. So back over here, reputation management, ensure that they have 5 stars all the time, and 5-star reviews coming in every month, right? Now, what would be the next thing that we can offer, right? Where were we? Yeah, right. Instagram story campaigns, right? So again, Instagram stories and Facebook stories, they're both very, very similar. So let me go ahead. I'm just going to minimize this quickly here so I can show you this different tab over here. Here I am on my Facebook. Up the top here are Instagram stories. The prime position, right? This is the prime position of Facebook because they're really pushing you to be using Instagram stories. If you post an Instagram story even on your personal page, you will get hundreds of people viewing them, right? So if I jump over back to the other tab, I'll show you what this looks like on Instagram. I showed you what it looked like on the phone before. Let's go to Instagram.com. Over here on the side, Instagram stories, and on Instagram, the app, they're at the very, very top. These are 24-hour things that people post. They're little snippets, and you can upload previously made content here. Imagine being a real estate agent. You've done a post 4 days ago about a property. You want to follow up on leads on that. You want to post that content into your story feed as well, and it's going to constantly be put to the top of the feed, right? So how do you then do Instagram stories, right? Well, let me just run you through a really quick demo of this here, just so you can take away from this. But I'm going to show you how to automate this as well. Again, I'm all about automation here today. I'm just going to put my phone up. Bedroom, no, not my iMac, sorry. Here we go. 1 second. Just trying to get that twerking chick away from the thing. Okay, here we go. So really quick demo. Top left corner here, hit that picture there. Take a picture of myself. Now, what I can do is at the top here, there's a little link. So if you have over 10,000 fans, you can add in a swipe up link. If you don't, I'll show you later how you can actually add that in there. There's a way you can do it. The little sticker here, if I add in a location, I can say where I am. Say Gold Coast, Queensland, right? I can add in a hashtag, type in like tennis, for example, right? I can then add in pictures, like maybe something like surgeon. This is ridiculous, right? And this is ways to get things engaged and put a personality of your business onto your business. Essentially, you're making it more personal, and these are the things that convert. Now, I'm just making this really rough, obviously. Let me go here, cancel. I can put in questions, countdowns. I can say something like, who wants a free dental clean? Let us know why. Or you can run different competitions, questions, and whatnot, right? But the thing is, what happens? This is a little hack that not many people know. When you put in a location and a hashtag, if I posted that instantly to my story, what would happen is, let me go ahead and pull this up over here. When I that picture then not only goes to my followers, but it goes into that hashtag of tennis. So I'm going to show you what that looks like here. See up here, tennis. So these are all different people that aren't even following my account. And if I did that post, my picture would appear here, and people would then follow me from this. People follow people through watching stories on Instagram, right? And you will instantly see results from this, and your local client will as well. If I typed in Gold Coast, Queensland, same thing would happen here. Gold Coast, Queensland. So my image would then be sent here as well. So this is a little hack that people don't realize will get them free traffic and free fans that they don't currently have already, right? So that's pretty damn powerful that you can use as a just a way to get free traffic method, right? But methods, and then we would do highlight campaigns, and then we would do, say, 7 professionally rendered story campaigns a month, right? So I'll turn my webcam up here for a second, and I'm going to show you how we then build out really professionally designed story campaigns. I'll show you an example. Like Grant Cardone does these all the time, and he would probably be paying, did I spell his name wrong? Let me just Google Grant Cardone. Right. Maybe he's gone. Let's even just have, oh, there he is. And you can see he uses the highlight reels here. And he's got these professionally done little videos, the images like this, swipe up to win, very, very professional stories, right? And I was trying to figure out how they did this, and I found out they were paying, not these, so that's just a general one, but I was trying to figure out how they designed these really beautiful stories, right? And I found out that like everyone was getting video experts, video renderers to go out and do that. So I've created this tool called StoryMate here, right? StoryMate. And let's just run over one of these real quick. And again, don't go try picking this up now. It's like about it's over $700 if you try to pick this whole thing up right now. StoryMate here, so don't do that. So you can see here, that's one example of a template we have. If I roll over all of them, I don't know if you hear the audio. So, and what we can do in this is change all of the images, change all of the text, change the audio, and you can simply create beautiful stories. I've got pages and pages and pages of them. So let's just go ahead and just create an example right now. I'm going to create this story. I'm going to then change the background image. So let's go to Pixabay. Let's type in, say I'm just working for a local restaurant. Say I type in smoothie, or a local cafe that it's a breakfast store, right? Let me go ahead and which one of these do I want to work with? And I can upload my own photo as well. Let's just say, let's use one of these top ones at the top here, right? Let's use this one. Now I'm going to go ahead and crop this, maybe like that, crop image. And it's going to do its thing. Obviously, the internet here in Australia isn't the best, but so now the background image has changed. Now I'm going to add the text that I want in here, right? And it won't look pretty here, but it's going to render it for me in a second. And it might be like 20% off smoothies every Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go show this IG, right? I'm going to go ahead and click next. And then I am going to either upload this royalty-free content here, or I can upload my own voiceover, my own music, whatever it might be. I'm going to hit next here again. We're going to go ahead and start rendering. And the beautiful thing about this software here as well is that we have an iPhone and Android app that instantly, as soon as it's rendered, it's synced to your phone. So you don't even have to send it anywhere. And the beauty of this as well, it's made perfectly for stories, the correct width, the correct height. It's highly professionally rendered, made for stories. Now, imagine using this for a local business or for a real estate agent that has new properties all the time. They're going to constantly need these. It's so professional. It's so well done. And let me just show you what this looks like. Well, I guess let's go into, while that renders, let's go into the final offer that we will give them is Instagram ads. So we're going to offer them Insta story ads and just plain Instagram feed ads, right? So I'm going to show you how to do them really quickly and some things you should be aware of when you're creating ads. I'm going to go up here into the ads manager. And again, I know we're covering a lot of content, but we're going to break it down further and further webinars. I wanted just to give you the full blueprint of how you are going to make a proper business from this, right? This is a proper business, right? So I'm going to go ahead and create an ad. And obviously there's all these different types of ads that we have here. I'm not going to go into what's good, what's not right now, because we're not doing a paid advertising training here today, but I've got a bunch of videos I can give you guys on how to do this correctly. But if you're ever doing an ad, you will come into here, you add your targeted marketing and whatnot. But this is a big thing. Placements is where Facebook gets you. Remember, Facebook owns Instagram, right? So they'll say automatic placements recommended, which means they're going to show your ad everywhere they can, which sounds good, right? But they're going to be showing your ads in places where people aren't going to be clicking, right? And I don't think it's recommended at all, but Facebook will spend your money testing your ad in places that they've just released, right? To see if it works. You only want to be running your ads where people are going to be clicking and where the eyeballs are. So we edit placements here. We can go down here and say I'm just doing Instagram ads for my agency. Get rid of Facebook. We leave Instagram here. Stories, we can get rid of Facebook stories here. You can leave them if you want to. Get rid of messengers, get rid of in-stream, get rid of in-article, get rid of apps and sites. Now we're only running it for Instagram feeds and our Instagram stories. And you can see here by hovering over this here, there's this pizza or whatever it is next to it. That's like a really rubbish example of the beautiful things that we can create inside of StoryMate. So let me just jump over here really quickly. I'm going to show you the project. Hopefully it's see, it's already been rendered. And obviously I made this on the fly, which is 10 seconds, right? Right? Instantly made. I can sync that to my phone. I'm going to show you really quickly how we do that, and then I'm going to show you it's probably going to be the biggest mind-blowing piece of training on today's webinar, and then we'll give away some cash as well. Let me go ahead and just show you this here. Hold on, story, mate. Here we go. All right, top one here. I'm going to go ahead and save this, and it'll download over to my phone. And so now I've saved that to my phone. I can share it straight to my story from there, or I can just simply see. Now look how professional that looks with something I just made in 3 seconds, right? Just only a couple of seconds, and we've already made this. For a local business, they will be blown away. They are blown away with this. My students do this all the time, and this is literally a game changer for them, and they use these for the ads. Obviously, this is just one template. I'll show you one more second over here. The projects over here. All right. Now, there's ones that have more scenes that are different. And you can repurpose these over and over and over again, no matter what niche you're in. And we add new ones every single month, right? So yeah, that's a way you can do that with ads. Now, finally, Instagram ads. A lot of you probably have never done Instagram ads before. You might have done Facebook ads. You might have heard about it or wanted to dabble into it, right? Well, one of the biggest things for me is to get people to take imperfect action and go out and actually start to do something. Implement it, give it a go. People are so happy to buy courses and courses and courses, right, over and over again for Instagram ads, right? or for any form of advertising. But when it comes to spending $100 on an ad, we don't do it. We get scared. Or what if we lose the money, right? If you don't spend on ads, the chances of you succeeding on ads is zero, right? But I wanted to minimize the chance of you failing and me failing and getting every ad a success if possible. And the only way to do this was if you could see every single Facebook ad in the world, Instagram ad in the world, and see the ones that win in your niche, see the landing page that it goes to, because remember, our ad's only going to work if it converts on the landing page, and actually then just replicate the winners. So essentially have other people test for my niche, spend the money themselves, and then I can just see what works. And that's why I created this software here called Advert Suite. Now, I'm not going to stay too much on this one here because I know a lot of you already have this tool. But again, launch week is over. The price has gone up. It's over $800 right now if you pick up the whole funnel. So again, don't do that right now. But let's have a look at Instagram ads for now. So I can now search for an ad, let's say related to food, for example, right? And it's going to search for the word food in the keyword. So if the word food is anywhere in the ad, it's going to be shown. And the more I scroll down, the more ads that will be displayed to me, right? Now, if I sort by likes, hit search, right? I can see the ads that have the most likes. And again, this is the same for Facebook. So if you're offering a service for Instagram ads, may as well offer it for Facebook as well. So let me go search for a keyword. Let's search for ad text. I've used this as an example before, burgers. Say I'm a local restaurant and I've got a great new burger coming out, or if I'm wanting to work with a local restaurant that understands the importance of getting their brand out there at the right times around lunchtime, and they want to do ads and they want to get people in, we're going to hit search. Boom. Instantly, I can see every ad in the world related to burgers. I'm going to sort them from the most liked. Turn my webcam off for a second so you can have a bit wider of a screen. And as we scroll down here, you can see all the burger ads. And you can just see what content works. So you can then go into these ads, right? I can go into this ad here. Let's find one that has a bit more likes and engagement, right? So I wanted to go, I don't know what Chute is, right? Obviously, it must be a chain. I can go into here and I can see the ad itself. I can see who's engaged with it. So when I actually go into my Facebook Ads Manager, I can see the actual information of what age groups I want to target, what country I want to target, what gender. And I can then go over here, click on this, see the landing page it goes to if they're still running this promotion, and I can just simply replicate it, right? I don't want to deliver a burger right now. And that's just one example there. Now, this obviously works as a launch week bonus. When we launched this, we actually had other features in here like e-commerce. So you can actually see, for example, every Shopify ad in the world that has the most likes, right? So I can go search for this. And it's instantly showing me every Facebook ad in the world that goes to a e-commerce page. Let's look at this example here, this necklace. You can see here the necklace here. You can see the ad itself, right? You can see the page it goes to. $22 they're selling it for. AliExpress. Let's go to AliExpress. Type in what was it called? Glow in the dark necklace. Search them and find it. There it is there, $1 with free shipping. So they're making $20 every time they sell one of these. There's 1 million likes almost on this piece of content, right? So imagine, again, either you're doing e-commerce or you're doing this for the local business that has an e-commerce product that they're selling. You just replicate this and it just works. And again, this works on Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube, right? And then we can go into, we can even search Instagram story ads as well, which is this is the only tool in the world that does this. We can see all the ads that are running on Instagram stories and the ones that work. And you can see, you can create these beautifully designed story ads inside of StoryMate. So you can see how this starts to bundle together. Now, one thing I wanted to show you here as well that I wasn't going to do, but I'm going to just do it for you guys right now. You can see here that this update, they've asking people to tag a friend in it. Tag a friend who would like this. So people are tagging the exact person who would want this, right? And then we've got auto responses coming to all of these posts. And that is using a chatbot, right? That's using a chatbot. If you've not heard of Facebook chatbots, there's a bunch of them out there. They're all like monthly costs, right? Depending on how many fans you have and whatnot. So we've got Instagram ads, Facebook ads, story ads, and finally we'll do chatbots, which means every inbox a Facebook page gets will get an auto response. You can then have auto response messages for anyone that comments on any of your posts, raises engagement, builds trust, happy customers, right? That's the way it works. So imagine bundling all of those things together. I've actually got a chatbot which I've built, which again, don't go pick it up now. It will cost you over $700 because again, after launch week, I do raise my prices for everything. I'm going to log into this with mine. I'm just going to continue, select my fan pages. So I just want to show you this really quickly, just how easy this is to set up, right? And how doing this for a local business is such high perceived value, but so little time invested on your behalf. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my dashboard. I'm going to select the fan page I want. So I've got my local businesses account in here. I'm just an admin, so I can add it in. I'm just going to go into Message Hub, sorry, bot training, welcome message. I want to add in text saying, hey there, thank you for inboxing our fan page, right? I then might add in an image. Let's just go to Google, type in welcome meme. Right, let's just save this one. Oh, this one here looks a bit more cute, right? Save image as desktop. Let's go back to, where were we? Here. I'm going to choose that image. And then we are going to go and add in a text and a button saying, we have received your message and one of our team will get back to you ASAP. We can't wait to work with you, whatever it might be. If you want faster contact, please reach out to my mobile below. And then we can add in a button. We're going to add in our phone number. Call me, right? Whatever. Now, what's going to happen is every single time someone inboxes that fan page, this message is going to be responded to them. That in itself is a huge value add for any local business because people are so quick now. If they don't get a response fast, they're going somewhere else. This is a way to deliver that value, to deliver that you care, to make sure the person knows that you have got their message and they're going to remain more brand loyal. Now, again, back to the local marketing sides of things, that is invaluable for any local business. So showing you everything on today's webinar so far and how that all ties together. Who here reckons if you got all those, if there was a way you could get all those softwares put together, bundled up, you could see how you can instantly give a very solid business to any local agency, right? Now, this is one of the kickers. What I'm doing for all those softwares I just showed you then, that all of them are out of launch week. They're all between $700 and $900 together now. Instagram, Instamate, InstaFamous, Advert Suite, StoryMate, Inboxer, right? You'll be paying $4,000 or $5,000 if you try to get all of those through the funnel. So what I'm doing today is something literally that I've never done before. This is the only reason I'm doing it, because this is an influencer marketing webinar and I love it. Guys, I'm going to bundle all of them for you. And I'm going to give you guys white label access to all of them, which means you can put your brand logo on this. So when you get, and then you can generate license keys to give to your local clients. This is the game changer when it comes to local marketing. There's so many social media marketers out there, but none of them have their own software that's branded with their agency that they can say, oh, by the way, when you're paying us $1,000 a month and we're doing the services for you, we're going to give you license keys as well to our own proprietary software that we've made. Because you put the logo in up here, you've essentially made it, right? And it's as simple as going into white label in this, changing your logo, changing the name. Let's go to StoryMate. I'll show you that. 1 second. Advert Suite, same thing. Upload your logo, change the name. And we host everything. We do all the support for you. Everything's done. StoryMate. Imagine your logo here of your brand agency and your name up here, right? And then again, the same thing. Edit the site. You can generate the keys there. Uploading the logo, changing the design. All of these branded with your actual brand on it, right? So again, I've never offered all of these as a bundle before. And what I'm going to do for today, for those live here today, I'm going to give you the opportunity to get all of these bundled together right now. So what I'm going to do is put the link for that in the chat box, and then I'm going to give you guys probably the biggest, well, actually the biggest fast action bonus for the first 20 that pick this up. And I'm not going to stay on this forever because, again, I want to give this opportunity, but I'm not someone that actually pounds someone to buy something. I'm here to give you value. I know this is going to be the best investment you've ever made in the online marketing world. I showed you how this works. So go to the link in the bio, or localsocialacademy.com/Jai special, and I'm just going to go be straight up with it. There's a one-time offer of $997 or a 3-pay of $397. Now, the big bonus I'm giving you guys here as well is a dedicated customer success manager as well. So you can work with our team with any issues you have in any of these, and we will solve them for you. But the big thing here today that I'm giving you guys is something called Local Social Academy. First 20 get this as a fast action bonus along with all of these softwares. What that is, it's my course where I had 10 users come in that paid $5,000 each, $5,000 each, to come in with me and take them from nothing to a fully blown agency with customers coming in within 12 weeks. Actually, it was 10 weeks when they first started making money, but we finished it off in 12 weeks. I'm going to show you what that looks like here. So obviously there's a lot shared in today's webinar and it might be a bit overwhelming, but as a fast action bonus for the first 20, I'm going to give you this. It will go from everything from creating a brand name, defining your brand, defining a logo. I give you guys my designers, creating your agency website. I actually give you the website template, which cost me over $4,000 to get made. That is it's just a no-brainer. It's the most beautiful template I've ever seen for a local agency. How to create your agency sites, the different ways to do so, giving you the skill set step-by-step, spoon-feeding you. 5-star business review, remember reputation management. I actually have a team that I've built that can do review services for you, that will get them results right away. Remember, the big thing with local marketing is they've probably tried working with someone before and they haven't seen results. So this is a way they can start seeing results right away. Client getting, how to get clients to come to you, how to get them to work for you, Instagram domination, the full course on Instagram specifically, and we're adding more to that all the time. Facebook ads domination, chatbot services, it's all in here. Everything I've shared today is here for you in a more step-by-step spoon-fed method. Along with that, I'm giving you guys all of the webinars from those 10 students so you can see them progress throughout the 12 weeks, and you can watch those and you can see the little bits and pieces that they've had trouble with and how we've solved them. All the questions you're probably ever going to have are in there, but we also have obviously the customer support manager as well. Now, this is for the first 20 only. You will still get it whether you pick up the 997 or the 3Pay or 397. Either or, if you are in, let me know in the comments, say I'm in. What will happen is you'll pick this up and we will get you set up within the next 24 hours because I've never offered this to anyone before. This is an exclusive deal for Influencers Hubs here, and I want you guys to be the ones to take advantage of this because I'm going to be closing this in just a couple of days, right? So if you're in, say I'm in. Let me know. And again, the big thing here is the LSA course, right? The LSA course is going to build out your agency for you because again, even if you don't use any of my software here, I showed you how to do things manually throughout this. You can still do things manually, but with any business, it's about creating a core offer, a core agency, and then adding in parts around that, building the parts up around that. And that's what we teach here. And everyone that has picked this up, those 10, and especially those 10 founding members, everyone got results. And this is why I'm going to make this a no-brainer offer for you guys today. And you will never see anyone offer this in the high ticket field. If you come in, work with us for 60 days, implement all the training we do, work with our customer team. We have a no man left behind refund policy that if you implement everything we teach, you work with us, you're dedicated, you're driven, and you want to make this work as much as we want you to make this work. If you don't get results within 60 days, we will double your money back, right? We will double your money back. That's everyone we've had in here either gets so determined to get the work done and they work with us, which makes us want to work with them, and they get the results. This is a proper business that you will wake up to and you will know how much money you've got coming in that week, that you can start to scale. We teach this. This is, I've never seen a course ever get so many students such big results. And this is the only time you'll be able to get this for this price, let alone all the softwares included. Like I normally sell this course literally for $2 grand without the actual softwares included, right? So this is a no-brainer. So I want to welcome people here today. We've got Ken. Welcome, Ken, my friend. Rebecca, no, this is essentially for the course. The actual software tools are just an extra bonus there as well. Dennis, welcome, my friend. Oh, yes, you can do that. I will have to sort that out with you afterwards, my friend. Nicholas says, can I start with the 3Pay in 2 to 3 weeks? Look, right now we are closing this offer in just a couple of days, probably by the end of this week. And we only have 25 action bonuses and about 4 of them have been taken right now. So what I want to do quickly is give you guys the ability to see it one more time. You're going to get the full inboxer system for your automated chatbots. You're going to get the full advert system here to find every single winning Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google ad as well. You're going to get our StoryMate you're going to get our InstaFamous marketplace here as well. You're going to get our StoryMate, which I'll need to find here again. You're going to get the full StoryMate funnel as well with every template every single week, right? You're going to get, and again, InstaFamous there as well. And this is going, and you're going to get the full LSA course that people have spent $5 grand literally to be a part of, and including every single webinar included there as well. Now, for those that are into affiliate marketing, Victory and Jai provided me this fast action bonus as well for the top 20. So if you picked it up already, you guys are already going to get this bonus as well. Let me just show you guys this here. I think it's a replay he's done for it himself, but it's a $697 product of his affiliate marketing course as well. So you guys have picked up InfluencerHub from Victory and Jai. He's giving his high ticket affiliate marketing course as well, which, by the way, all these tools that we've just picked up here, you can use for affiliate marketing as well. You can use all of these for e-commerce as well. And what I'm doing as well is for every single one of these products, I've got a VIP training series inside that cover e-com, local marketing, affiliate marketing. So, and you get all the webinar replays that we've done in the past there as well. So you get VIP replays and VIP trainings for all of them on top of our local social academy offer there as well. Remember, every business, you need to start with the foundation and build up. This is going to give you that foundation you need. Now, again, this offer is only going to be open for a couple of days. I've just got another three. Now, 3 fast action bonuses have gone. Jasmine, welcome. Yes, Paul, welcome. You are just in. You are in as well. If you have got in now, Paul. Yeah, if you already have story, mate, I recommend picking up. This is the course you want to be getting here, mate. We're just throwing these in here as a bonus for taking that investment in yourself. Just looking at some questions here. Someone says that I don't understand how the softwares fully work. Yeah, we can. I'll reach out to you, Diane. I'll get your email here and we can touch base, because again, I want to make sure this is only for people that want to be doing this. Again, I'm not someone that beats a dead horse with an offer. You've seen throughout today's webinar, I've shown you how to do things manually and then how to automate it. The whole thing here is the consistency of giving an offer to a local client that gets them results fast, that is then automated to give them a very well-rounded offer, whereas most local clients just do rubbish. They do bits and pieces here and there. Doesn't really work, get them results or anything like that. So yeah, Hike, if you wanted to go, if you grab from, if you want, 1 second. Okay, cool. So we've got 13 spots left on the fast action bonuses here today. If you're on the fence, write OTF, right? OTF if you're on the fence. And what I'm going to do for you guys here as well, just for being a part of today's webinar, because I am a giving person. Like, I know this is an offer, and people sometimes just shit themselves going, oh my God, it's an offer. Guys, this is an offer for essentially the best business opportunity you've ever made. If you don't know how to make a local marketing business, if you don't know how to automate it, you don't know how to get clients, then you need to learn it. You can go out and try yourself and spend thousands of dollars figuring out, wasting money on things that don't work on different softwares, or you can just get the bundle of everything together right here, right now, that's just given to you. It's just given to you guys. And I know it's an investment. And by the way, I only want to work with people that invest in themselves. You know, there's a saying, if you drive up to the top of the Hollywood sign and you look at the view, you might look at it for 3 seconds because you've driven there, right? If you walk up Runyon Canyon, you get to the top, you put the effort in, you've invested in yourself, and you get there, you'll then appreciate the view so much more. So not only this is truly an investment in yourself, and that's the type of person I want to work with, and they're the people that get the biggest results. When we buy low ticket products, we feel good about ourselves for a few days, and then the buzz goes. It's gone. And that's not good. When you invest in something like this, you know it's going to be an investment that you need to follow up with, and you are bloody hell going to do the work. And that's why I can offer that result-based guarantee, because I haven't had one student yet that's come into this and just stopped. Not one. If you're dedicated in yourself, if you believe in yourself, then this is for you. And I would love for you to be a part of it. So Jeffrey says on the fence. What is it that you're on the fence? Paul says you picked up, you purchased it twice. You don't need to purchase it twice, my friend. If you're gonna have to send me an email, Paul, and I'll have to get one of those refunded back to you if you've done that. You just let me know if you want to refund the full pay or the 3 pay. Remember, the 3 pay is a little bit more expensive over the 3 months, but it gives you full access to everything today. And again, by the way, we are adding every single person in within the next 24 hours. That picks this up. All right, we've got 11 fast action bonuses here. Other software like advertising engagement with all the OTOs that were sold their launch. Yes, you will get all the OTOs for all of these products here today when you pick this up now. But again, I'm not going to beat a dead horse on this. I want you to believe in yourself if this is for you. Remember, you get all of this, plus you also get InstaFamous as well. Plus you get Victory's affiliate marketing course, which I'll find again down here, which is his high ticket product included as well. So that in itself, for literally, you can get started for, like, if you bought all those softwares, it'd be over $4 grand. If you bought LSA, it's over $5 grand for our founding members. If you buy this, it's over $600, and you can get started for literally $997 one time or a 3-pay of $397. Guys, this is an offer that's not going to come back again. This will close. We have now got 9 fast action bonuses here right now, and then it will be closed. We will be closing this offer, guys. Now, since we're here, let's give away some money. What I want you to do is let me know in the comments who has enjoyed today's webinar and what it is you've learned. Give me a hell yeah. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to scroll over someone random. Yes, oh, I will. Oh, actually, let me double check on that one for you there, actually, because again, this is not my webinar. This is for Victory. So I need to make sure that it's okay with him. Cool. So start writing it out. I'm going to put it on my Instagram so you know it's real. So start saying hell yes. Give us a big response in the comments. Let me know what you thought of today. I'm going to go ahead and record it on my phone so we can go ahead and I'm going to choose someone random, right? So whoever I land on, the more you type, the more you get. And it landed on. Here we go, Michael Glowacki. You just won $100 there, my friend. Welcome to that. And so send me your PayPal email here so I can write it down. And number 2 is going to be John Kretching. John Kretching, you just won $100 as well. Excuse me. So put your PayPal email here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pay that to you as soon as we wrap this up in just a second. Guys, we have 7 fast action bonuses left. The opportunity is fading, guys, and the opportunity is being made for some of you here as well. So which one is it going to be for you guys? Do you want to be a part of this? Are you sick of not having a real business that's going to be able to make you money? Are you on that point now where you know you can make it, but you need some guidance? Now, this is an opportunity that just makes sense. This is going to be the biggest game changer for some of you, and I'm giving you everything together so you can have the highest success possible. Remember, I'm not going to be, this offer won't be here forever. Again, the link is localsocialacademy.com/Jai special. Make sure to go ahead and grab it. Remember that our bonuses, we're going to be adding you guys into all of this in the next 24 hours. I'll get Simon to do that for you guys. I would love for you to be a part of it. Ruth, what is your question regarding influencer monetization? We covered influencer marketing at the start of this. Yeah, Michael's cool. I've got your email, Michael. Whoever the other one was, send me your email as well. What I'm going to do for those of you, just because I want to give to people here, if you have not picked up this today, I still want to give you InstaFamous. I want to give everyone here InstaFamous for free. So put a number 5 in the box if you appreciate that. You can at least have the influencer marketplace there where you can strike the deals with influencers, ensure you're covered, take them from Instagram across over to InstaFamous or from InfluencerHub into InstaFamous so you can strike a deal there. Just head to instafamous.com. I might just show you here quickly on my screen. I've unlocked it just before this webinar because I wanted to do something for you guys, because it's annoying sometimes seeing an offer, I know, but this is a no-brainer offer, but I still wanted to provide value to you guys and give you InstaFamous. Again, this will only be open for free for a few days. InstaFamous.com. Sign up as a brand. If you're a brand, if you're an influencer, sign up as an influencer. You will get access into that for free. That's the type of guy I am, guys. So hopefully, if you're on the fence still about LSA, I'm giving you guys that for free right now. I'm all about delivering value and getting results. You won't see someone doing that every day for everyone, right? Paul says, I'm a disabled veteran and been looking for over 10 years for the right thing to commit to. Boom, that is amazing, Paul. I'm so excited for you to be a part of this. By the way, this is one time. This isn't a yearly fee. When you pick up, not InstaFamous, you get that for free here. But when you pick up our LSA deal with all of our offers, this is going to be, this is a one-time offer. You'll get all the upgrades to the local social academy as we do them. Remember, trends change, and I'm always on top of the trend. So whenever a new software, a new feature, a new product, a new just a trend essentially comes out, we'll be adding that into the course. Our 2020 LSA course, everyone gets grandfathered into it. I'm like that. I don't believe in making you rebuy something over and over again. So again, we've got 3 fast action bonuses left here right now. Who wants them? Let me know if you're going to the checkout page right now so I can hold it there for you. Okay, Ruth. Ruth says, we purchased InfluencerHub forward by getting influencers for our new local media company, getting real followers on Instagram relatively quickly. I don't see it, guys. I'm not sure if you were here for the whole first 45 minutes of the webinar. Ruth probably covered how to find influencers, what they are, different types of influencers, branded influencer accounts versus personalized influencer accounts, how to strike deals with influencers. So they only get paid when you do the post. We covered so much stuff that I don't know how you didn't see any of that. And yes, Jasmine, InstaFamous does come with the bundle you just got there as well. So you will get that. I just wanted to give something extra for those that are on the fence, because I understand not everyone can afford things at times, right? And hopefully you can take enough away from this webinar to implement something yourself, where it's open some ideas and bells for you here. Now this will be open until Friday. We've got 1 spot open now left. Who is going to get it? If you're on the way to the checkout right now, let me know. There's 1 spot left for all of these fast action bonuses, so go ahead, let me know. If not, we will finish this up in just a second. I'm going to do an on-call webinar in a couple of days where we'll go deeper into this as well. But I really wanted to give you guys as much value as I can today in creating a business, right? How do I log into InstaFamous? Go to instafamous.com, Dorian, instafamous.com, big login button there. In saying that, because we've actually got I know a lot of people, I'm just getting a message from Jai here. So because we are doing a replay, not everyone can make it at this time. If you are watching this on the replay, I will leave this offer open for you. I will add in another 20 fast action bonuses there for you guys, but that will be it. Again, we are adding everyone manually into this over the next 24 hours. So if you've joined, sit tight. Simon, my JV manager, my affiliate manager, is going to work with this with you guys. Higgs says, I would like to start perhaps hold on. I would like to join if buying Advert Suite in complement to all of my existing purchases is enough. I'm not sure what you mean that. Are you just wanting to buy Advert Suite? Is that what you're saying? I'm not sure what you mean there. But this is the offer, 1 time now, or 3 payments there, and you can get full access for 3 payments there. But again, the 1-time investment is a bit cheaper. And again, this is for people that are ready to commit to themselves to start a real proper business online, that believe in themselves, that know they can get the results. They just haven't found the right way to do so, that they want the software and the training bundled, and that you can go out and start getting the same results right away. Yeah, hi, if you send me a Facebook message, let's discuss on how I can help you there as well from that, because again, I want to help you out for being such a loyal customer. So guys, in saying that, I appreciate you all. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope it's a great Sunday for most of you. It's Monday here in Australia. And I can't wait to see you on the next webinar. I think it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday or Thursday. So I'll be back then for some more training. Again, 20 more fast action bonuses are open for those watching on the replay. Once they are gone, they are gone. So when you watch this, pick it up right away. If for those of you that haven't picked it up, instafamous.com, pick up your free copy there. I'm going to give you guys another free software actually on the next webinar as well. So we'll touch base then and continue from there. So again, I will see you guys in Hawaii. Am I going to Kahuku? Always go to Kahuku. Love Kahuku. Love my Red Raider family out there. All right. So aloha to you, my friend, and I'll see you all very shortly on the next webinar. Have a great day, guys. Catch you then. Bye. See you guys. Bye.